Welcome back. Yes, Alex, you wanted to share something? Alex, are you there? Yeah.
Sir, I mean, for this, Pranam sir.
Namaskar. Namaskar, sir. Yeah.
I just wanted to know, how does this information help us? Because if you were to take an example,
Which information?
and then
that
this
previous experience?
About how to deal with certain type of people. But if you were to just address the boss, either as an employee or the boss of the house, these are the two people that we'll be facing on a regular basis. अगर इनको कैसे handle कर सकते हैं with this information, तो बहुत लोगों को फायदा हो सकता है.
क्या क्वेश्चन क्या है, मैं समझा नहीं. हैंडल करना मतलब
how to deal with your own spouse and your boss in the office.
No, what do you mean by dealing? That
Deal in the
needs
sense,
to
like,
be
for
understood.
example, let's say you have a tyrant spouse or you have a tyrant boss, and now you have to deal, you have to interact with that person on a
What do you mean
regular
by
basis.
dealing? Let's define that first. What do you
Dealing in the
mean
sense,
by
like, I have to
dealing?
interact- I have to
What is
interact
your
with that.
what is your achievement in dealing? If you suppose effectively deal, then what do you achieve? And if you don't deal well, then what do you lose? Can we define that? We'll be able to identify our own trap.
Acha.
So define the dealing. What do you mean by dealing?
Also, labeling a spouse or a boss as a tyrant is a confusion.
No, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I'm just on the lighter side. I was just
Yeah, Major Rajesh want to share something, I think. Yeah. Rajesh sir, good morning.
Hello. I was just listening to this. Maybe I'll be able to, because this is an issue which affects me also.
How to deal with the boss or
yeah,
subordinate?
with the boss and spouse both. So deal with when I'm let me try and not define it, but give situations where like I have one thing is I have in the past I've worked in corporate kind of organizations. Now again, I do not want to generalize things, but specifically it is a place where the boss is right. That is the kind of environment it is. I mean, everyone knows it. That the boss is supposed to be right. So, I mean, and this is over a period of time, these kind of generalizations come in. That is, that ultimately your idea is suppressed and the idea of the person somehow or the other comes up with some justification, which everyone knows that it's not the best idea or best thing which is there, and that is dependent on the chairman of the company who is giving that kind of a direction.
And you chose to join that company.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, choose to join the company. After joining the company only, I'm coming to know, because in the interview they want a dynamic person.
Yes, there was no compulsion from their side that you must be there in the company, right?
No, but beforehand, one does not get to know what this company is all about. How the people are and what is their, motives. That I'll give you a specific example that I was employed to head the teachers training wing of a corporate company which had around 10 odd schools. So. It's later on, maybe down the lane, around 2 months down the lane, I come to know that, actually they are not wanting any kind of training or anything. It's just a superficial thing. where they want to just project, that they have a training wing also, and tomorrow they are coming up with a college. But the genuine aspects, what they discuss in the interview, and over a period of time, there are series of interviews by different people, the HR head, and then the the person whom you're reporting to, and then the chairman, and all those people, they project a totally wrong view, saying that ultimately we want the learning of students to happen and professional development of teacher. But then at some point of time, you get to know that it's not true. And you are juggling with that kind of a scenario where you're trying to say that you selected me because you saw some kind of dynamism and wanted change and wanted new ideas to come in, and what happened. So how to deal with this situation? One way, it is flight or fight kind of a situation. So for me, it was fight and flight, both.
Yeah.
Kind of. But for many people, survival is important. Remaining there is important. Then, people keep living in a dilemma. People keep living in that kind of a dichotomy that, this is what I was brought in with, but this is what is the real situation. How to deal with that?
Yes. Let's explore that. So,
Sir, घर का boss भी होता है.
हाँ जी.
घर का भी बोला. घर का बेदी लंका ढाए.
So now dealing is somewhat the definition of dealing, perhaps accommodating into our sensation. My sensation is irritating while I'm confronting that particular individual. That's the primary challenge that we all face, isn't it? Dealing is more of that, accommodating our sensation in front of that individual while confronting that, while interacting with that individual. Now, if we just look at the facts, that you are not bound to believe in that individual, and your belief is not seen by that individual also. So for some factual reason, you might have joined that company. If we pick up the job scenario, and for the factual reason, he is deciding the things because he perhaps initiated the company, if he is a founder, suppose, or he is entrusted by the founder to take decision. So it's a factual thing, and it's a protocol to be in the company, that we have to actually get the things done according to the boss, so-called, whatsoever he is deciding. These are the facts. Now, if I am not okay with that for some reason, some or other reason, then I have an open gate available to go out of it. There's no compulsion that I must continue with it. It's my separate and different reasoning due to which I'm continuing, perhaps. So I can just stay with that facts only, and without getting affected at the sensation level. If I inquire the facts and not getting it into the sensation with the inquiry, because the moment I am in inquiry mode, there will not be any sensation within the body. That's what we are going to explore today, that how that happens. And
yeah. Is it a fact or is it an experience?
Which one? Which one?
In the moment that we are in an inquiry, especially when you have discussing with a boss who's a parent.
Yeah.
By nature, I mean, defining him as that. Okay. Then when you're constantly interacting with that person, so when we are at inquiry, constant inquiry, are we not going to get angry, or are we not going to?
Yeah, there's no possibility. If you are in inquiring mode, then you are meeting the individual every time, every moment afresh. There is no previous influence The influence of previous experience will not bother your present experience. And that's what is the inquiry. That's what we are going to explore. Yeah.
I totally
इंक्वायरी
agree
और
with you, sir.
एक्सप्लोरिंग सेम ही चलेगा भाई सब, जैसे कि आज हम एक्सप्लोर करेंगे क्या मिलता है, या आज हम इंक्वायर करेंगे.
हाँ, एक्चुअली इंक्वायर जब करेंगे वो अभी करेंगे, तब करेंगे, चलो कल करते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इंक्वायरी इज ऑन, ऑलवेज ऑन, चल ही रहा.
सर में एक कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है कि sometime it is helpful, like the point I was saying, like okay, if any relationship is there, if you know person, okay ये person late तैयार होता है, ठीक है, हम उसके हिसाब से अपने आप को थोड़ा एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं कि ठीक है हम थोड़ा जल्दी तैयार हो
कल अगर
जाएंगे,
वो जल्द तैयार हो जाए तो क्या करोगे आप?
थोड़ा जल्दी ही चल जाएंगे, बट हम 5 बार से उसको देख रहे हैं, हर बार लेट तैयार होता है, या ये है कि उसको अगर आदत है तो फिर ये लगता है अच्छा भूलने की आदत है तो आई विल रिमेम्बर द थिंग्स एंड विल. So basically, sometimes it helps also, no, the relationship, or like be it parents or the job or anywhere. Like if we know the people,
no, available information may help, but the conclusion will create the burden. ये समझने की कोशिश कीजिए.
प्रोड्यूस करना है, बट द इंफॉर्मेशन इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग अबाउट द पर्सन.
हाँ, जैसे वो कल जो फायर का एग्जांपल था, फायर आपने टच किया फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन लाइफ, then you got burned. You now have an information that the fire is hotter than the normal, and there is no conclusion about the next experience with the fire, that अगले बार तो मुझे जलना ही है, या अगले बार तो मैं बहुत क्लेवर हूं, मैं तो बच जाऊंगा. ऐसा कोई कंक्लूजन नहीं है. यू आर रादर इंक्विजिटिव. ओके, अगली बार क्या होता है देखते हैं फायर के साथ. एंड यू हैव दिस इंफॉर्मेशन as a backup. That information will be there, that will be remaining as a responsive memory, and it will bring reflex without any burden in the sensation. कोई pride नहीं रहेगा उस information का. Knowledge brings pride, but available information will never bring pride. That will bring reflex. Are you able to correlate this, comprehend?
Yeah. मतलब
knowledge एक burden है, knowledge एक sensation है. वो मतलब इंफॉर्मेशन जब नॉलेज में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है तो वो बर्डन बन जाता है, क्योंकि वो कंक्लूड हो गया.
ओके ओके.
इंफॉर्मेशन इज अटैच्ड टू दैट पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट. इट इज नॉट इंड्यूसिंग द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट और द प्रीवियस मोमेंट.
ओके, या गॉट इट.
तो इससे कुछ ऐसा भी समझ सकते हैं कि जो भी होता जा रहा है बस उसके बारे में कुछ कंक्लूड ना करें, बस इंफॉर्मेशन है. जैसे
ये जो स्टेटमेंट है आपका, ये जो स्टेटमेंट है, ये एक प्रेस्क्रिप्शन सुन रहा है. जब सुन रहे हैं तो ये लग रहा है एक प्रेस्क्रिप्शन है, बट हम ये जस्ट समझ सकते हैं जो अगर कंक्लूड करेंगे तो फिर खुद को धोखे में रखेंगे और एनर्जी के ऊपर बहुत एक बड़ा सा दबाव रहेगा. इसको समझते हुए फिर देखते हैं, कंक्लूड अगर हो जाता है तो होता है, अगले बार शायद ना हो.
Kalyan sir, it means in a nutshell कि what happened in the past, we should not take it in the present, and what is going in the present, we should remain in the question mode and
मुझे
take
अपना
it
हैबिट, ये हैबिट अपना देख रहे हैं आप भी वी शुड नॉट का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं, और अंजू जी भी जो बोले जो ऐसा शायद करना है हमें, तो वो भी कुछ और लैंग्वेज में शुड नॉट का ही प्रयोग कर रही है. तो यानी कि वी आर इन अ हैबिट ऑफ फॉर्मिंग कंक्लूजन्स. ये हमें दिख रहा है क्या? ये मेन क्वेश्चन.
yes.
क्योंकि कंक्लूजन्स हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमें आराम देते हैं, ऐसा
एक सिक्योरिटी देती है, एक सिक्योरिटी देती है, और इन नेचर देयर इज नो नथिंग कॉल्ड सिक्योरिटी. हाँ, अतनु कुछ बोल रहे हैं. अतनु प्लीज.
Then how we will take the decision for family as well as from office? Something should be concretized, right, for taking any decision.
हाँ, यहाँ actually how that happens, that we can explore together. See, if we are in a state of high energy, if there is no leakage of energy in our being, what it means, it will also bring higher level of intelligence. उस दशा का the intelligence at that state cannot be comprehended. वो अभी हम verbalize भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो दैट मोमेंट जो इंटेलिजेंस हमारे पास रहेगा, उस इंटेलिजेंस हमें डायरेक्ट कर देगा क्या करना है. अभी से अगर हम डिसाइड करने लगे तो फिर वो फिर से और एक फ्लक्स बनेगा मन के अंदर. एक चेकलिस्ट बना रहे हैं ना, जो हाउ टू डील विद दैट सिचुएशन, लेट मी प्रिपेयर विद दैट. what we are trying to explore is that level of energy which will take care of the things without any planning, as a reflex, as a natural movement. ये we are trying to, this particular aspect we are trying to explore. Vijay, you want to share something?
Hi, sir. You
Hi,
said that the higher amount of vitality will lead to more intelligence. So I want to inquire, what is more intelligence? Like, there is intelligence or there is no intelligence? What is more intelligence? And how you came to this claiming that the more vitality requires more? Like
Beautiful.
what is the,
Beautiful. So the word more was used mathematically. Let's try and understand. This is very important point that you have raised, that isn't not a conclusion. Isn't not a conclusion, but let's try and understand the mathematics of it. In a state of higher energy, the energy will be distributed towards the sensory organs also. Now, with the sensory organs, actually the higher intelligence means the deeper perception. Now, if we have higher quantum of energy available in our sensory reception, then we will be having more capability. Better or worse, we are not using that, but more capability of seeing, more capability of hearing, more capability of smelling, more capability of tasting, more capability of sensing the touch. Are you able to comprehend this? If there is a extra energy available, then we have expanded capability of sensory reception. And if we have expanded capability of sensory reception, we'll have the quantum of genuine sensation more. That will lead us deeper perception and awareness of the facts from which the sensory receptions are coming. So, and that awareness is the intelligence. Yes.
So, Kalyanji, just just bringing back the whole thing. So today morning I did a little bit of sitting alone before the session.
Okay.
And I had a girlfriend when I was in my 12th standard. So there are certain situations that was not very good for my memory. It's not very pleasant in the memory. So मैं उसको observe करता हूँ, and I ask these questions कि is it reality today? Is it really worth? I mean, जो हवाई किला जो हमने बना के रखा हुआ है ना, उसमें energy, I'm still holding that. वो हवाई किला को जो खड़ा करने के लिए जो फाउंडेशन चाहिए, उसका वो हमारा जो एनर्जी है उसका फाउंडेशन. तो when you inquire, I'm able to really see the difference. The same image, when I revisit, it doesn't hold that kind of
it doesn't bring any sensation anymore. You are saying that
sensation, or that the energy loss which was there otherwise, or the pain, sensation which was there, वो नहीं है. So I definitely understand that we are going in the right direction. ये मेरे को समझ में है. लेकिन how do I deal with this in case of a boss? Because it's a constant interaction. वो तो मेरा गर्लफ्रेंड का केस वो चला गया, वो अभी buried है. Situation is buried. It's not going to come back again, and we are very sure about it. But how do I deal with a boss? How do I deal with a spouse? How do I deal with some tyrant in my apartment? I know that this is this response that he or she is likely to come back with almost 100% accuracy. So क्या करें?
हाँ नहीं, यहाँ पर वही फिर से वही क्वेश्चन आ जाता है, जो डीलिंग का मतलब क्या हम कहना चाह रहे हैं। जब मैं उसके प्रेजेंस में रह नहीं पा रहा हूं, मैं तड़प रहा हूं, ये है डीलिंग। मैं उसके प्रेजेंस में डिस्टर्ब ना रहूं, टू स्टे अनपर्टर्ब्ड in front of my boss is the dealing. Are you terming
Is
that?
it a goal that you're saying? Is it a goal objective? I mean, goal based.
I'm asking you, what do you mean by deal? Can you define the dealing? हाँ, ऐसा मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, जो डीलिंग का मतलब क्या है?
No, sir, I understand that when you're in the state of inquiry, you will just glide through. It should not penetrate you. You'll not have any reactions, or you'll see things as it is. But when you have a very strong perception about somebody and you've got very bad experiences, and your constant interaction that is happening on a regular transactions are happening on a day-to-day basis, maybe hourly basis. So how do I see this, and how do I handle this case?
If you are seeing any moment, so there is no special moment, special is a psychological interpretation. आप बॉस के सामने हो या सबऑर्डिनेट के सामने हो, कोई भी इंस्टेंस आपके लिए स्पेशल नहीं है। आप अगर स्पेशल उसको बना रहे हो तो ये आप बना रहे हो, ये आपको दिख रहा है। आप जब सबऑर्डिनेट से बात कर रहे हो वर्सेस आप जब बॉस के साथ बात कर रहे हो, there is a change in your internal processing that is happening. Do you see that? Do you see the difference there?
No, sir, I didn't get you, sir.
When you are interacting with your subordinate and when you are interacting with your boss, is there a difference in your internal space? This is the question.
Technically, no.
If technically no, then there is no problem in dealing. There is no problem in dealing.
सर वो लेकिन मेरा पास्ट मेमोरी जो है वो ओवरबेयर करेगा ना।
नहीं, फिर आप बोल रहे हो टेक्निकली नो, गलत बोल रहे हो, आप झूठ बोल रहे हो। टेक्निकली यस है।
टेक्निकली नो, आई अंडरस्टैंड एंड आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट। आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना, as when I was today morning states, I experienced in my girlfriend's the memories that I had. वो तो I'm able to experience what you're saying, and I know that it is a fact for the constant transaction with your spouse or your boss or your tyrant neighbor.
आपका जो मेमोरी को रिविजिट कर रहे थे आप गर्लफ्रेंड वाली, और आप बॉस के साथ मिल रहे थे, एक्चुअली देयर इज नो डिफरेंस इन द जॉनर ऑफ द एक्सपीरियंस अनलेस यू क्रिएट इट इन योर माइंड। ये समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये दो इंस्टेंसेस आर यूनिक इन नेचर, बट जो स्पेशलिटी हम लाएंगे, स्पेशलिटी कहाँ लाएंगे? अगर किसी भी मोमेंट को या किसी भी इंसान को हम स्पेशल का टैग लगाते हैं, वो लगाते हैं मेंटली एट द सेंसेशन लेवल। और एक्चुअली कुछ भी स्पेशल नहीं है। इन नेचर देयर इज नो स्पेशलिटी। वहां पर क्योंकि इमेजिनेशन के बेसिस पे कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है नेचर में। इमेजिनेशन के बेसिस पे तो मेरे अंदर में हो रहा, मैंने तो दिमाग में एक स्पेशल इमेज लगाया उसको।
अच्छा, ठीक है सर, गॉट इट।
तो वो जो मोमेंट को हमने स्पेशल जो डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, उसको हम देख रहे हैं कि नहीं, उसके साथ बॉस का कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं या स्पाउस का कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं। मैं तो दिमाग में अलग फोटो बना रहा हूं, स्पेशलिटी का फोटो बना रहा हूं। यहां पर प्रॉब्लम है जो मेरे से क्रिएटेड हो रहा है। हाँ बताइए।
Maybe the frequency is too high in the sense, since you are constantly interacting with a boss or
whatsoever the case may be, the impression that I have created in the mind, that is the reason.
That is the reason.
Absolutely. That is the reason.
So how? अच्छा, ठीक है, तो again I can't ask how. So that is the reason, and what I've done in the morning, same thing has to be applied here also. Keep watching and don't give a special status, or not give a special status. I'm sorry.
Now how it happens? Let's try and understand that also. ये जो स्पेशलिटी है जो दिमाग के अंदर तैयार कर रहे हैं हम, ये टिकता है तब तक जब तक ये दिखता नहीं है। इसको समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये एक इमेजिनेशन है। द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ कंसिडरेशन ऑफ स्पेशलिटी इज एन इमेजिनेशन। ये इमेजिनेशन हमने सच मान के बैठे हुए हैं।
जी सर, बिल्कुल।
हम सच मान के बैठे हुए हैं और उसी से हम बॉदर्ड हो रहे हैं। अगर हमें ये दिख जाए तो ये तो सच है ही नहीं, ये तो मेरा कल्पना है, तो फिर वो तुरंत ड्रॉप हो जाए। झूठ तब तक टिकता है जब तक वो दिखता नहीं है। जब तक हम झूठ को सच मानते रहेंगे तब तक झूठ टिके रहेगा। और जैसे ही झूठ का सच्चाई दिख जाए, झूठ का सच्चाई क्या है? झूठ का सच्चाई है वो झूठ है, ये जब हमें दिख जाएगा तो फिर वो तो तुरंत अपने आप ड्रॉप हो जाएगा। उसके लिए कुछ प्लानिंग का, कुछ जुगाड़ का, कुछ स्ट्रेटेजी का जरूरत ही नहीं है। खाली देखना है, सिर्फ देखना है जी ये झूठ है।
Got it, got it. So the ability to see truth as it is, and you're recognizing the falsehood of what is false.
Yes.
So the speed at which that you do, maybe that requires a little bit of training and whatever. But maybe when it becomes seamless, I think then this problem drops.
And this watching basically is a knack. इसको आप स्पाउस को देखो, बॉस को देखो, सबऑर्डिनेट को देखो, अपने खाने को देखो, अपना जो भी फेवरेट बना के रखे हो दिमाग के अंदर, जो ये मेरा फेवरेट है, ये सारे तो कंफाइनमेंट हम बनाते हैं। ये सारा जो देखने वाली जो नैक है, ये सारा सेम है। सेम नैक से आप देखोगे। जब आप स्पाउस की तरफ देखोगे तो भी आपको दिख जाएगा कि ये स्पेशल जो मैं एक हवा बना के रखा हूं, ये मेरा लिमिटेशन है, मेरा एनर्जी पे ये चल रहा है, इसका कोई सच्चाई नहीं है। सच में कोई एग्जिस्टेंस इसका नहीं है।
My paradigm is based on the memory, the past memory से जो मेरा paradigm है उससे देख रहा हूँ।
हाँ, कुछ भी हो, एक इमेज बना के देख रहा हूँ। हाँ हाँ, प्लीज Mayank.
I'm asking that this is my own experience as well, that we can make conclusion consciously as well, and I am aware of that thing, that I am making this conclusion, and so it helps for me.
See, conclusions, all conclusions are not that conclusion that we are discussing here. There are few facts which are naturally concluded, kind of. It's not that Mayank is concluding or Kalyan is concluding. Sun is there. उसपे मयंक का कोई importance है ही नहीं। Are you able to understand? Here the conclusion that we are discussing are opinions which are individual specific. There is no link with the fact or the truth here. Yes, Nandini. Good morning.
Yeah, so good morning. So my question is related to what you just said in the context of food. कि अगर हमें दिख रहा है कि ये खाना एक्चुअली खाना नहीं है, है ना, पर फिर भी हमारी इमेजिनेशन में वो इतना अमेजिंग है कि उसकी फिजियोलॉजिकल रिएक्शन जो मन में होती है, जो इच्छा होती है उसको खाने की, और फिर हम फिजिकली जाके खा लेते हैं। हमें लेकिन पता है कि ये हमारा खाना नहीं है, you know, like at an intellectual level, I have realized, for example, let's say potato chips. मुझे मालूम है कि ये बिना कुक किए और बिना फ्राई किए और बिना तेल डाले ये नहीं खा सकते हैं, कोई भी सब कुछ भी, रोटी वोटी जो भी, पर हम फिर भी खा रहे हैं। तो I mean, this period जब हमें दिख रहा है कि हमारा खाना नहीं है, फिर भी because of past memories, cravings, psychological cravings, physiological imagination, जो भी कह लो आप, हम फिर भी खाए चले जा रहे हैं, जबकि उसका असर भी हमें दिख रहा है कि पेट खराब हो रहा है या दिक्कत हो रही है या जो भी, whatever you know, it creates difficulties in the health. So how do we navigate this period? What is the way to observe that we can, you know, affect our actions eventually in line with our understanding? Like, I'm caught in this trap.
Yes.
So
let's acknowledge the facts here. Suppose you are attending this session on your laptop or on your mobile?
Laptop.
So why you are not eating your laptop?
Because it is not tasty
and you know that it is not a food.
Yeah.
Right? And
Correct.
you are eating your chapati.
Plus, I have no memory of ever eating a laptop. Like I have memories of eating chips or parathas or whatever, you know?
Right. So you are saying that you know that it is not food and you are not eating. And next to you, there is a burger or a chip or chapati, which is kept. Intellectually, you are claiming that I know that it is not my food because I know that wheat is not edible.
Correct. I cannot eat each of the
all
individual
those analysis you have beforehand.
Correct.
But even then, you are sensing a sensation.
Yes. And also, I'm seeing everybody else eating it, which creates confusion that is it my food? Because I've eaten it so many times and everybody around me is eating. But now I am thinking, now I am knowing that it's not natural.
And it is not only knowing, you perhaps have experimented also taking one bowl of wheat and trying to eat it. You are not able to. You're not able to. So you know all these things. But
I know all these things.
The internalization, which actually brings the actual understanding, is not still there. That is the reason the sensation is coming. So
so a craving comes from the mind, and there is a physiological reaction and craving that has created, and then it just hijacks the mind till the physical action is done of eating it. And
so this hijacking is not done by someone else.
No, it's my own hijacking.
Yes. So if I can identify at the first level that I have not understood it well, I'm having an illusion of understanding. I have not understood it yet.
Absolutely. Right? I've understood it at a very superficial level. I have not.
If I can watch it far more closely, because the transition from the wheat to the chapati is not seen yet. It's not seen it well. So if I can see it well, then it becomes the laptop lying in front of me. There's no sensation at all. So let me call spade a spade, that I have not understood it yet.
Yeah. So what you're saying is just do continuous watching. Is that what you're saying?
Watching the facts closely, as closely as possible.
Says, how long will it take?
We cannot define that. We cannot define that. See, it's a phase. That's what, if you observe yourself, you'll see there is a lessening of the frequency.
Yes.
Earlier, perhaps every alternative day, you were eating something which was non-food. Now it is
some
3
cooked
days.
Veggies or something, but now it is going down.
Yes. So ultimately,
also,
after
I'm
5 years.
The connection. Also, sorry, just to say that I'm also making the connection between how it feels in the body better, because I'm also observing the body.
So those connections you need not to make intellectually. That is being done. That is being done by the body. That intelligence is happening. The body is able to distinguish between the experiences of being on fruits and being on chapatis.
Yeah, it comes in the mind also, no?
Yes.
Then the mind is.
So there is no extra effort needed to make this happen. It is happening already.
It is happening, but I think to bring it to awareness and to allow it to come up and reflect on it is,
and the primary problem that we are suffering is this getting impatient about it, that how long will it take? How long will it take? Because the time concept we are trying to superimpose. So let's rejoin.
And
Madhuri,
also, Also,
Yeah.
why am I still doing it? You know, why am I still doing it? That's also the.
We have to rejoin, and Madhvi will take your question and reflection there. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
sir.
rejoin. Anjuji also. Yeah.